Well, Chris, thank you so much for joining us on Profiles. It's great to see you again. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. You know, a lot of people have it a lot worse, so I consider myself lucky. It's been interesting, though, to say the least.
So you went to Loyola for radio. That's what I understand. Many years ago. But you were a co-op student. Tell me about how you got your start in radio, and then we'll dig into the excitement as you becoming the voice of the Windsor Spitfires. How'd you get your start?
Well, it's funny because when I was a kid, I grew up on the street that's right where the radio station is. So I used to play road hockey in the parking lot of the radio station.
In Chatham.
And they had in Chatham, and they had a big satellite dish in the back, and we used to get run out of the parking lot every weekend by the boss because we'd climb up the satellite dish and slide down it. But it would always, so it would change the coordinates. So whatever the network programming, they would go off the air or something. So,
oh my God. You thought it was like a skateboard park or something.
Yeah, or we'd use it as like a backboard or something. So he used to run us out all the time. So high school came along, and you know, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I had no idea, but I thought, you know, that always looked like fun. There used to be a mascot always running around. We'd catch the bus. So I was like, I work at the radio station. That sounds cool. So I did that for a semester. I think I did a semester and a half of co-op at the radio station. Went off to college, thought, I'll give this radio thing a try. And it was weird because I never talked. My parents laughed. I don't know how they let. Yeah,
Come on, you're a big voice.
I was so nervous. I was shy, and I don't know why my parents let me. Why they decided to pay for it, but thank God they did. And then I went to Loyola's College, and then the second semester of the final year, it was it's in-station placement. So I called the station back and I said, can I work there? And of course, they'll take free help. Did that for about a month, maybe 6 weeks. And then I started right away. And I was there for the first 7 years of my career.
How did you get your start in live broadcast hockey? Walk me through those early days.
Well, it was for Chatham Maroon Hockey, and it was as host first of all, and that was just intermission stuff, and we did it like in the runway, and I have to get out of the way so the players could come by, and you had to be wrapped up before the goalie could hit the ice. They eventually moved me to a little room, which was like a little change room, and we used to interview guys, a bunch of guys all the time, obviously, but one of the guys was Nick Warner, who does the broadcast with me now. So small world that he was one of the guys that I would talk to all the time. He was the captain at the time. We tape it. Up next, Chatham Maroon Hockey. And I go by the truck, and everybody good? And he's like, no, the play-by-play guy hasn't shown up yet. Oh, okay. So I go up to the booth, and I do play-by-play, I do color, I run down in the intermissions, interview the players, and run back up. And I loved it. Like I had so much fun doing it, and having nobody there gave me the chance to like not be nervous doing it. I kind of just do it on my own. I love having a partner right now and doing that, but like doing it by myself, that's how I started.
You were a co-op, you were at the radio station, you were a volunteer with us. How important is it for the hands-on training in regards to, set up a career for something that you've done?
To get to see what the background is, there is a pile of people running around the background, pushing cameras, pulling wires, making sure the mics work. There's a lot of pieces that make that puzzle all come together and work on air. And to know what everybody has to do, or how important that person making sure the camera is set for 7 o'clock is, or how important that person in the corner getting that high stick on the tip goal. There's so many little things. And the more you know about the work that goes into it, I think the more understanding you are of what's going into the broadcast and how everybody has to work as a team to make it look like it's easy. There's a lot of work to make it work to look easy. So
I want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart in regards to all the work you do with community hockey, with YourTV as a volunteer, and just being so much fun and being the voice of Spitfire hockey. People don't realize how dedicated you are, and we thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I love doing it. The volunteers make it easy, and it's fun. It's a fun group to work with, and I miss getting out to the arena.